Hello and welcome back to the Summoner's Guide to Final Fantasy XIV. This time we are going to visit Hullbreaker Isle, the first original dungeon, released in patch 2.3. So, as you can see, it's a very beautiful outdoor dungeon. Alright, so, in this first section, the one thing you gotta watch out for are the floor traps. There are bear traps sitting at various points in this first section, and if you stand in them, they'll hurt you. There's one, and you will be bound for a brief period of time. So, ideally you want to avoid those, but they are very hard to see. So, just be very careful. One thing you do need to do before you can do anything else, you'll not be able to fight the first boss until you've defeated all 5 of these monkeys, the Safakas. There are a lot of enemies in this first section that actually can be skipped if you go around, but you cannot skip the monkeys, or you will not be able to access the first boss. If you get Bio off before I faint. I'm still not playing as efficiently as I should be. Alright, so just be on the lookout. The bear traps. There's one. And there's another. So you can actually see 2 of them from where I'm currently positioned here. I and many played this game with me have always thought that the music for this dungeon sounds a little bit like the Pokemon theme song. And it does, a little bit. Alright, keeping on the lookout for bear traps. There's another one of those monkeys we need to kill. This is a big enough group, and I'm going to blast some things here. And those are the last 2 monkeys we need to defeat. So we are in good shape. So, to deal with this first boss, you need to first off kill the... Alright, when he does that, you need to activate the banana tree. It'll... There we go. Yeah, so basically kill the ads as they come in, and whenever he starts doing the chest thumping, you need to activate a banana tree. So that he eats the bananas rather than doing the chest thumping. However, if the little monkeys are still in play, they're going to try to eat the bananas before the Sasquatch does, which is why you want to keep them dead. Alright, so let's kill the ads quickly. Now we'll shake a tree. And there you have it. So yeah. In summary, just whenever he does that chest thumping, shake the tree to drop some bananas, kill the monkeys so they don't interfere and eat the bananas instead of the Sasquatch, and that's really all you need to know. Alright, so... in this second section, there are a lot of treasure chests, and a number of them are mimics. However, unlike Lost City of Amdapor, these are mimics you're going to want to defeat, because they will drop stone tablets, which you need to collect to proceed through the dungeon. Now the Ninky Nanka here, I believe this enemy will hatch. Yeah, it will hatch other ads, and you kind of don't want that to happen, so just go ahead and kill them quickly. And again, this time there's going to be more of these treasure coffers you need to kill. This time there's going to be 2 of them that you need to kill. Or rather, there's going to be 2 stone tablets you need to acquire. Stone tablet. All right. Yeah, we need to kill this treasure coffer to get that last stone tablet, because as you can see, we need 2 of them to open that door. And that wasn't one of them that carried a stone tablet, so we're going to need to backtrack. I don't remember whether the treasure coffers that carry the stone tablets are fixed, or whether you just have to kill them all to find the two that happen to be carrying them. Either way, when you get both of the stone pedestals, it's time for the next boss. It has been so long since I played this, I am trying to remember all these mechanics. Ah, yes! This is very similar to the second boss of Cutter's Cry, but with a couple more mechanics to worry about. Alright, so the bubbles. Leave the bubbles alone until every second time he sinks. The first time he'll just do a charge. Alright, now, position yourself near a bubble, but don't get in it quite yet. Now, get into a bubble. Okay, that was perfectly timed. I thought for a moment there I'd gotten in a little too early. So that's basically it. And it's going to be every even number time that he dives that you're going to want to do that. The odd number of times he's just going to do that charging attack, so you just need to make sure you're not in his path. But the even number of times when he's going to do that room-wide AoE, and you do not want to be, you want to be in a bubble that will protect you from that attack. But we're not going to see that attack again, because he's at 1%. So that's the second boss. Again, not particularly difficult. So I'm going to roll on a bunch of crap. In about 2 seconds, refresh my ether flow stacks. And now we are in the third section, which, as I recall, is not particularly long. Jump off the cliff. Now, it used to be you took fall damage from a lot of these jumps, but they decided that later on at some point that if they were going to force you to make a jump, they weren't going to punish you by making you take damage and then have to wait to recover health or have your healer recover health. They just decided to forgo that. It really wasn't doing any... It really didn't serve any purpose, as it would in the open world, like if you're trying to run from an enemy, you jump off the cliff, you take fall damage and die. There was really none of those kind of situations here in these dungeons, and if it was a case where you had to jump off the cliff to proceed, they just decided to take away fall damage for those circumstances. So every time you get to one of these little water spouts at a choke point in the path, these seawater sprites will appear. They're no big deal to kill, but just keep that in mind if you're tanking and you pull enemies up toward that area. You just know you're going to have a few more ants to deal with. So here's going to be another place where the seawater sprites are going to show up. And as you can see, beyond this area right there is the end boss. Alrighty. And now it's time to release the Kraken! Okay, fine. We don't get to see the Kraken because the tank is impatient. Alright, so in this boss, what we mainly need to do is destroy the Kraken arms. We're not actually going to engage the Kraken himself. Where did our party go? Okay, they decided to go over to the other one. Where are they going? Okay. My experience with this dungeon has generally been you take out the arms on one platform and then you move on to the next. This is not what this party seems to be wanting to do. Which is fine, but it seems to be a little inefficient. Ideally, though, you do want to have your entire party on the same arena so your healer can heal. Now, there are 6 arms and 2 tentacles. You need to kill them all to defeat this boss. And they're going to do a number of attacks, and you mainly just need to watch out for the various AoEs. Now the tentacles, I believe, are really difficult to target until you've taken out the arms. And they went to another platform. Again, I'm not used to parties jumping around this much. Because you get debuffs for doing all this jumping around. Alright, where are the actual targets? Are there targets over here? No. Where are the targets? Okay, there is a target. Okay. There's a target. No, it's not a target. Alright. This is why I generally like taking on the platforms one at a time. Because now I have no idea where our targets are. Ah, there we go. There is a target. See, this boss is usually a lot easier. Okay, this one is actually going to stay targetable. Alright, if you do get targeted by that, this is the good time to jump to another platform. As soon as that marker fades, then you jump back. That means that the meteor attack is going to hit the platform that it was on when it disappeared, basically. Alright. Now we finally have the last tentacle targetable, and I think we're finally going to beat this guy. And again, the tentacle will keep coming back to the platform we're on, so we don't really need to be jumping around as much as we're doing. That's really one of the reasons why this is taking longer. We're not staying on the platform. Alright. Are you going to stay over there? No? Okay, he's targetable. We're taking him out. Okay, so that really wasn't the most efficient way to handle that boss, but typically you deal with one platform at a time, take out the 6 arms, and then the 2 tentacles. I think there's a little confusion on this, but again, I haven't played this dungeon in a long time, so I'm not 100% clear at all these mechanics myself. But again, most of the time when I've played this, the general rule has been deal with one platform. Once you've dealt with both of the arms on that platform, you move on to the next, and you just keep doing that until you can finally take out the 2 tentacles. Anyhow, that's Hullbreaker Isle. It's not, like, as I said, it's not one that shows up very often in the roulettes that I've played. It has been a very long time since I played it, but I hope at least you got some semblance of what's going on in that dungeon. I may run 1 or 2 more tonight, depending on how quickly the queues go, so I'll keep recording as I can, and until that time, you have a wonderful day.